to Your Daily Boost 365. This is episode number 22, Key Steps That Positive People Take Daily. My name is Erica Bassel, and I'm an entrepreneur with over 30 years of experience. I love to hang out with positive people. Nobody wants to be around negative Nancy's, you know. I'm here with my friend, Texroy Elliott, and he is a super positive person. He's a promoter. He's a businessman, and you guys know what I'm going to say, the smartest man that I ever met. Hello, Texroy.
Like I always say, big compliment, appreciate it. And like I also always say, it's the beautiful and intelligence, Miss Vassal, Miss Erica Vassal, the
What?
intelligent queen that made us all happen.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know what you were going to say. All right, so let's talk about this. The key steps that positive people take daily. Do you want me to start or you want to start?
Ladies before gentlemen.
Oh, all right. So I would say that it's looking for the good in situations. So whether it's something bad that happened to you or a friend, a negative situation, looking for what was good in that, because you and I believe that everything's for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, right? So if we focus on that and then we look at the situation and we can say, oh my goodness, isn't it great that this didn't happen? Or if this wouldn't happen, this fabulous thing wouldn't have happened, right? So always looking to seek the positive in any situation, because if you don't, we know what happens, right? People just focus on the negative, and then they want to tell everybody all the negative stuff that happened, and then you start bringing everyone down. So try daily to be a positive light in other people's lives and look for the positive. What do you have to say about that?
No, what I have to say is that I agree. In any situation, I know easier said than done. Because trust me, sometimes we get in a situation, you would think it feels like it's about the end of the world. But one thing I learned is about being in negative situation, negative means life could just change in a couple of seconds. And, when things get really real. So I'm talking about so real that little problems that you was worrying about before this problem occurred. Yeah, that type of, look at the good in even a bad situation. Then
to take time to pause and look, because sometimes when you're right in the middle of something, it's hard. But if you focus, taking some deep breaths and some quiet time, go for a walk or spend time by yourself and meditate or pray or just think and seek out that good. You'll find it. You just have to seek it out, right?
Well, I do agree. I do agree, definitely.
Something else I think that positive people do daily is they're cautious of what they allow into their noggin, right? They are very careful about what they're allowing into their space, music, television, things like that. They're not watching or consuming content that is going to bring them down. Wait.
Yeah. Well, I want to repeat myself.
I can be a repeating hand.
Yeah. So again, I'm going to say, promise you. Even the bad situation, even the situation that make you feel like, man, I'm going to do this, I want to do that. When you're real angry, even when you're with a bad situation, such as an angry situation, when somebody or something might have had occurred that make you angry, tell you, just look at the bright side. Don't put so much in looking at the bad of what happened. Look into what you can do about the bad that happened. But for the most part, just look at the bright side. Because most times in life, it is what it is, handle it the best way you can. But always, 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 always look at the bright side, even in a bad situation, even in the worst situation. You know what I mean? Because if you focus so much on the bad, then,
what does it do? Tell them what it does if people focus on the negative all the time. What's it going to do to them? You're going to explain that.
I prefer you explain that.
If you dwell on the negative all the time, it's actually going to affect your body. It's going to deteriorate you. You're going to be under stress. You might, I'm all about skincare. So you might even start to age more rapidly. Okay. You're going to have tummy issues, reflux, you get ulcers. So if you're focusing on the negative all the time, well, it's going to affect you internally, externally, and it's going to make you a grouch and no one's going to want to hang out with you, right? So 3 areas. Yeah.
Mhm.
And you know what a big one is? Whatever you focus on is what you attract. So if you're focused on negative all the time, well, guess what? You're going to have a whole bunch of negative people in your life. So if that's what you have right now, take a look in the mirror and ask yourself if you can truthfully say that you've been focusing on the positive, for a while. Because if you're not, you know what? They can change this today though, right?
Agree. Agree. Like Erica said, try to focus on the positive, because when you focus on the negative, you're wasting time.
Oh, yeah.
And time is something that you can't get back. For the most part, just trick your brain. I mean, that's how I call it.
Yeah.
When you're able to shift the obvious negative situation, when you're able to conquer, not focusing on it, even though easier said than done, because we all been in a situation when a person you're like, don't worry about it. You're like, what? You don't know what happened? Man, don't worry about it. Matter of fact, be quiet. You mean that man?
Yes.
But for the most part, and like I said, easier said than done. But the humbler we remain and the more in control we make ourselves, it's easier, yeah, it's easier for any situation to be solved. But it's just we all been there. I get mad too sometimes.
Yeah.
Erica get mad too. Like,
yes, but we don't stay mad. We are like each other's rocks. So if I'm like, I can't even believe, blah, 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 and then you say, well, what can you do about it? It's small. Let it go. Right?
Yeah, it's about being resilient.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I know how to bounce back.
although
Let nobody or nothing keep you down.
Oh yeah.
Still your joy, still your peace of mind.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, so you gotta always try to focus on the positive. If you are the worst situation.
I would say that positive people, they don't dwell on stuff. They let it go faster. Wouldn't you say that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that positive
I think I'm positive.
You're very positive. You're the king of positivity.
I try my best. I try to be humble every day. And it's not no easy task, but after a while, it's about being mature. So I try to be mature as possible. Got kids. I got kids, got people looking and be immature for the rest of their life. And just overall, just logical,
logical,
common sense,
And you know what else though? It's when we're around others. Let's say someone it may not have said the nicest thing, or they're acting a little weird or something, or they've said something that hurts our feelings. It's looking at that person, maybe putting ourselves in their shoes to understand where they're coming from, and then look at the positive in that situation versus getting all worked up and upset for a long time about it, I guess.
See, when you focus on the negative, it makes you upset.
Yeah.
You focus on what the positive, even in the negative situation, then it more make you easier to stay calm. You feel me? It's not dwell on, man, I'm gonna hurt this person because this person did this. Versus if you might have said, why that person did it, and like how you can get it resolved without anyone getting hurt in any way. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Even though in life we all know that sometimes, we gotta do what we gotta do, but always pick the positive way first.
Yeah.
Try your best. Anything else, then it is what it is. But try to look at the bright side, and even in a negative situation. I repeat again, try to look at the bright side, even in a negative situation, the most negative situation.
Yeah.
Do that.
So why don't you do a challenge, everybody listening to us, and think about something that negative that had happened just for a second. And we want you to look, what was the positive thing that happened that came from that, right? You can always seek it. Type it in the chat, type it wherever you're watching us. We'd love to know, were you able to find the positive in that negative situation? Because we bet you will, right?
I'm so redundant with this because it works. Look at the good in every bad situation. Just shot. There's some good always there because everything's for a reason.
right?
Yes.
And remember that will help you to get through many things. If you're upset that something didn't happen or something occurred, remember everything happens for a reason. That's something that gets me through situations as well, is remembering, well, I'm sure that this happened. I might not understand it now, but there is a reason and something amazing is going to happen because of that. That's
So you're gonna practice keeping calm, cool, and selected in everyday life situation, work, personal, whatever. Always try to stay cool, calm, and selected because it helps you to think more straight. I mean, think more smart.
Yes.
And always want to think smart. So keep calm, stay humble. You know, cool, calm, and selected. When you check it out, that's staying humble.
Yeah. And then stuff will roll off your back because you're giving out positive energy and you're going to have positive people in your life. And things
Also, don't entertain negative, entertain the positive.
That's right.
Entertain negative, that's a waste of time. And you can't get time back.
It's true.
No way, shape, or form. So know how to manage your time properly.
That's right. I say this is a negative free zone. So whatever you have to say, if somebody's coming at you with something negative, I'm like, oh, no. This negative free zone. Do what you have to do. And keep everything positive.
That's too much headache.
Yeah.
So, after a while, you're like, man, don't make no sense. Let's stay on the positive side because that will make more sense. You feel more peace of mind. Peace of mind is everything. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Peace of mind.
Yes.
Everything.
This is
Don't
true.
let nobody steal your joy. Okay? Well, on that note,
Yes. We hope that you will take our advice and our tips, and we can't wait to hear all about what you're going to do daily to allow yourself to be more positive. So if you're not sure where you found us, go to yourdailyboost365.com. We're also on all of the platforms where your favorite podcasts are. We hope that you will subscribe and guess what? And share it out. We'd love to, impact more people. So any final thoughts before we go?
I'm redundant.
You're
Picking some topic.
Are you okay?
Ignore the hate. Ignore the hate.
Right.
Stay focused on the positive. Surround yourself with positive people. And surround yourself with negative people and expect to be successful.
Right.
Surround yourself with positive, smart, intelligent, ambitious people. That's the way to be successful. That's the way to achieve energy.
Love it.
And sometimes Jamaican come out, but y'all understand me. So until next time,
Well, I want to say one more thing before we go. I want to say one thing. Also, you can practice what my mom taught me is anytime a negative thought comes into your head, pretend it's a balloon and pop it. So don't allow that the noise to take up space in your brain. So we'll see you next time. Bye. Don't forget to hit the bell, hit the subscribe button so you will be notified when our next podcast drops.